Okay, we are live coast to coast, border to border on iHeartRadio today. Of course, the
Right on.
Sunday radio broadcast is live as live can get. I'm, of course, Jigman Freud, the master debater, the cunning linguist, and the admirable alliteration. And you are listening to the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. We have got a great guest joining us today here on our broadcast. And I know just by that last name, I'm going to butcher it, so I apologize, sir. But Louis Svitek? Is that right?
Svitek.
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 Svitek. Look at that. It must be
Yeah.
German.
It's Czech, Czechoslovakian.
Hey, I threw a dart and I hit one of those countries.
Right on.
So Louis, tell us a little bit about your whole thing here, because you are on a tear. You've got all sorts of things going on for you, my friend.
Well, I mean, right now I've been doing my own thing a little bit here and there lately. Um, I'm doing my project Sviteknology. I've been releasing a few tracks here and there, trying to get back into the music scene and trying to do my own thing. I mean, I've been playing with Billy Milano again, doing a little M.O.D, and in December we got an East Coast run coming up, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. I mean, just a little bit here, a little bit there.
So tell us a little bit about some of the latest music you've been releasing, because you've got all sorts of great stuff out there, my friend.
Well, it's just a lot of stuff I've been writing. I kind of put the brakes on the music, and I've just been working, doing my thing. Taking care of the family, and I a couple of years ago I got diagnosed with cancer, unfortunately, and survived it, and had an operation, and I was down for like 4 or 5 months, and I was like, picked up the guitar and started playing on my downtime, and I was like, man, what am I doing? I got all this music sitting in my recording, DAW. I'm not releasing nothing. I love playing the guitar. I mean, and I just played every day while I was down. I played every day, trying to get my chops back, and I just started releasing some of my music on Spotify, Apple. I started doing that, and so now I'm just trying to get back into it. It's funny because my wife was like, hey, you should go back on tour or do something, and 3 weeks later I got a call from Billy Milano. Hey, what are you doing? And I was like, this is what's up. And he was like, do you want to hit the road? And I was like, let's give it a shot and let's see what happens. So I'm trying to get back into it,
That is amazing. That is amazing. We have got a great guest with us today. Louis, you have got some incredible projects, iconic projects. What inspired you to create this new one, and bring this thing out there?
Well, I mean, I've been writing music, and I just was like, I got all this stuff sitting around. I might as well release it, and it's not doing any good sitting in a box, So let's get it out. I work with my partner Ryan McGuire. We're doing a label slash production house, and he was like, you should release it. He's my drummer, and he did a lot of the mixing on a lot of the stuff. Another buddy of mine, Jason Manchoviaz, I'm probably screwing up his name. I always do. He mixed and mastered a lot of the stuff, and just putting it out there. I got more music coming out. I got a couple more songs that are ready to go, so you'll see some new stuff coming out in the next month or 6 weeks or so.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, how'd you come up with this name for this project? What does it represent to you musically, professionally, everything?
Sviteknology, well, it's my name, and with a little twist to it, and I remember somebody saying to me, "Hey, man, you know." Said that to me one day. You know, your stuff is like Sviteknology. It's like, you know, it's technical, and I was like, man, that's such a cool freaking name. You know, I mean, like, and I use that, and it's pretty much just my music is all over the place. It's metal, it's rock, it's indie, it's alternative, you know. So it's just a little bit of everything, and adding, you know, the technology of the wizardry of doing it yourself as well. You know, I mean, I just kind of been using that, and that's going to be the name that I use for all the music that I release on my own right now.
That's awesome. We have got a
Yeah.
great guest this day. The legend joins us here on our big broadcast. And so you have played some of the biggest stages and some of the biggest names in industrial and metal history. What is different about this chapter of your music career, my friend?
Well, you know, I mean, I did the ministry thing for quite some time, and that was a blessing, and I really enjoyed that part of my life, you know, and trying to get back to that. I mean, it'll be tricky. I mean, music industry is a little different these days, you know, but I think that, you know, I think I have some things out there that people are going to enjoy to listen to, you know, and it, like I said, it does no good sitting around and nobody listening to some new music. And I'd like to be a part of that and people's lives, and introduce my music to them again. And I've had a great career, and I've had a lot of, and still do have a lot of great fans out there. I mean, when I did the M.O.D thing, it was just nothing but blessings from all these fans that came out to see the shows, and I was like, wow, you know, I mean, this is something that I should be doing. This is what my life's about. I started my life, you know, my career as a musician, um, and stopped, and now I'm back at it and realizing I I had a great fan base. I still do, and I still have the opportunity to release music and have people enjoy, and have people enjoy listening to it. So that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I'm just trying to get it out there, do what I love to do. It's therapeutic, and it keeps me going.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you know, the other day I was listening to my I guess Vice, if you want to call that, Alex Jones, and he was playing uh, the Ministry song "New World Order," and I'm
Right
like,
on.
that song still holds up to this day, baby.
Great song, man. It's a powerful song. It's a powerful song, man. You know, it's a really great
Now,
tune.
Now, music that you have been involved in and bands you've been involved in like that, they still hold up to this day. Why is that?
Well, I think that I've been fortunate, like doing M.O.D. M.O.D was there wasn't a band like M.O.D out there at the time.
Yep.
M.O.D is a one of a kind band. It has its own sound. I was fortunate to be part of that. You know, Billy Milano gave me the opportunity to come in, and we did the Gross Misconduct record, which has its own thing. Um, you know, and then after M.O.D, I did the Mindfunk project that I was doing with John Monty, who was the bass player at M.O.D, and that had its own sound as well. You know, and a lot of music back then, there were so many bands that sounded different, you know. It was, and that's what I always say about like the 70s portion of rock. I mean, every great band was different sounding, and I think we led into that in the 80s, and you know, and then Ministry, I mean, it doesn't get any more different than that. You know, Ministry, when they came out with that power and that metal and the industrial and put it together, it was just an unbelievable sound that nobody was really doing at all, you know. So I've been fortunate to be part of some bands that have had their own thing going on and add a little element of it, a little musical element of my own to it. So it's been great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you have had some incredible success. Did you always know you'd return to your roots in hard rock, or did this project just evolve naturally over time for you?
It just evolved naturally over time. Just going through some things and realizing that what am I doing? Music is my life. I love it, and I'm going to keep doing it while I'm still doing what I do. I mean, I'm still working my job. I have a great job. I work for the local IATSE Local 2 in Chicago. Right now, I'm in Green Bay. I do pyrotechnics for the Green Bay Packers.
That's pretty bad.
I'm getting ready to do that for Monday Night Football tomorrow. I mean, my life isn't boring. You know, I have some great things going on. So, but music is something that I want to do. So I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep trying to get it out there. I'm getting ready to do some touring with M.O.D. I mean, things are happening, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying to get the ball rolling, and maybe I'll get to take Sviteknology out for a few shows later on in life. That's what I'm hoping.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, how does it feel to bring your sound home to Chicago again, especially with the new record and everything you guys are doing?
It feels good, you know. I mean, it feels great. I feel, being from Chicago and being able to put Chicago back on the map with what I'm doing. I'm proud of it. I feel blessed to be able to do that. I mean, we'll be playing Chicago sometime in February with M.O.D, and I'm trying to put some musicians together to do my thing and hopefully play some shows next year as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about some other things that are going on with this project. The lineup that you have on this, you have got a powerhouse team. How in the world did you put this together?
Well, I've been playing with these guys forever. Del Williamson was in the band that I was in the 80s called Mayhem Incorporated. And we were having some really great success in Chicago. We were opening for bands like Anthrax, Megadeth, Metal Church, Suicidal.
Jesus.
We opened up for all. I mean, we were really fortunate to open up for these bands. And the singer, me and the singer stayed friends. We've been friends this whole time. He's one of my favorite singers, and actually, he was supposed to audition for Anthrax when they were looking for vocalists back in the day when Joey Bush or Joey Belladonna stopped singing for them, and then they got Bush to come in. He was supposed to audition before that, but he gave music a break and did his own thing. Ryan McGuire, he's played in some great projects in Chicago. Played in a popular band in Chicago called BigFoot Sex Slave, and
that is awesome.
And also a band that we did together that was called the Virginia Gents, and which had like a country rock vibe to it. And he's my partner with the record label and the production house, and we do a lot of music together. We write music for other people. And then Troy was the bass player in the project Marz. And Marz was Slatko Hukic, who was the rhythm guitar player in Ministry for a time. So that's how, and I maintain a relationship with all these guys. When I started doing the music, I just would send out the tracks to those guys, and they would lay down their magic, and it would turn into what it is now. And that's how I got all these guys together, bringing them back into my life. Me and Brian had been working together already, but we did a lot of this stuff remotely, sending stuff out on Dropbox. And then my buddy Jason, he mixed and mastered most of it. You know, Ryan worked on the song um, "Waiting for the Sun." He did the mixing and mastering on that, but we worked together just to get it out there, and that's how this whole project came about. And I was able to get all the musicians together with the relationships that I had with them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. So you and Ryan co-founded Woolly Records. What is it like to balance this whole label life and band life together?
Well, it was tough in the beginning, learning that end of the business because I wasn't uh, familiar with it because I was a musician, and I was when I stopped doing the music thing, going out on tour with bands, I was like, let me try this, and Ryan became partners with me, and we had some success with it. You know, we had a little bit of hip hop, we had a little bit of rock in there. We released, I don't know, you remember Lee DeWise, American Idol winner. He was
Yeah.
part of our label. We have the three pre-Idol records before he won American Idol on the label. I mean, we were doing pretty well. Things were rocking and rolling. Music business was changing too. Everything was going streaming. CDs were becoming unpopular. So, we've had to kind of morph into this, organic kind of, um, we just had to morph into it in a way where it would work for us. I mean, not a big label, but we did okay. We did well, and we're still doing it, still writing songs. We're more of a production house now than a label, but we still have things out there. Uh, and it was hard to juggle it, but it works itself out little by little, and as we keep doing it, things are just coming together little by little.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. Now, talking a little bit about the band here, Dell's vocals and Troy's bass lines bring a massive presence to this music. How do their styles complement your guitar work?
Well, I've been playing with these guys at bands forever,
Yeah.
and Dell's my favorite, like one of my favorite singers. I mean, like I remember seeing him before we became bandmates. Yeah, Dell used to do Zeppelin, and he did Judas Priest vocals, and he does a great Ozzy, man. And I was like, that's the kind of vocalist I want to have in my project. I mean, and Troy, I would send Troy the music, and he would just lay down this thunderous bass. I had nothing to do with his ideas. I would be like, hey man, check out this song. Could you put some bass on it? I'd send it to him, and he'd knock it out the park, and make it sound the way it's sounding. So I was very fortunate to be able to work with these guys and still work with them. But it works. It was working together magically. I mean, I can't complain about it because it was like, wow, this is really coming together. And I got a bunch of other songs getting ready to come out, so I'm pretty excited. We have a lot of things going on, a lot of different styles of music in the rock vein. So they just work together, man. Ryan's drums. Ryan, whenever I send Ryan a tune, he'd come up with these great drum parts. It's just been working out really well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what is the dynamic like in the studio? Because it seems like you guys are all perfectionists. Do you thrive on chaos and energy? Talk to us a little bit about this.
Well, we like I said, we do a lot of these things remotely, and when I'm working on my stuff at home, I send my stuff out to them to do their thing in their studios. Yeah, except for vocals, I have Dell come out to me, or Dell go out to Ryan's place and do vocals. Is it chaotic? Maybe. I don't. The energy's good, and I mean, will it bring chaos? I don't know. I haven't been able to go out into the public and play it for other people, though I'm getting a great response back from a lot of people. I'm getting a lot of hits, a lot of streams are happening. I think people are liking what we're doing, you know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about the years of being together, because you mentioned this after years of collabing, basically in different genres. What makes this band feel different from some of the others that you guys have played in?
I think it's because we've known each other for so long, and we can do music at our leisure. You know, we're not, you know, there's no time restraint. We could do it, take our time, and make it work for us. I think that's what really makes this project work really well right now. So I think that's kind of what makes it tick. We don't have to worry about timelines and stuff like that, you know?
Now, you guys have, especially you, my friend, you've got a legacy, you've got an influence, you've had an evolution here. Fans know a lot of things. They know you from Ministry, Pigface, among several other groups. How do those experiences shape your approach to music today, my guy?
Well, it's just it just has. I mean, all the projects that I've done, you'll hear a lot of it come out. All these songs and all this new stuff that I'm releasing. You'll hear all the influences that I've been a part of, and a lot of the new stuff that's getting ready to come out as well. You know, it's a little bit. I've been I've been fortunate. I've been able to play in all these different projects that sound different, that given me the opportunity to create different styles of music.
Yeah. We have got a tremendous guest with us today, and he joins us here on our Sunday radio broadcast. Now, you've worked alongside a lot of musical innovators, Al Jorgensen, Martin Atkins. What's some of the biggest lessons you took from those eras?
Well, I mean, I learned a lot from Al. I mean, for one thing, you know, I've never played to a click. I mean, when I was taking music lessons, I played to a click track. But with Al in Ministry, trying to keep timing and being perfect, I learned that from Al, like being on point with music, and I took a lot in from that. It gave me the opportunity to become a great guitar player, and learning how to play to a click. Ministry just totally enforced that technique in my life. And then Martin's just, you know, great drummer. It was weird because the Martin project came up while I was in the studio with Mindfunk doing the third record, and he was working on Pigface. And he asked me if I was interested in playing some guitar stuff. And, you know, he would just, you know, Martin's a great drummer. I mean, he would just play these beats and send them to me, and I was able to just come up with good guitar parts that made him happy, you know. And so fortunate to be in that group of musicians. I mean, that there's so many musicians involved in Pigface. I mean, it's the experience was great, and I'm very fortunate and blessed that he asked me to do some stuff with them, you know.
That's amazing. Now, hard rock has changed a lot since the 90s. What do you think is missing today, and what in your new project is bringing back, essentially?
Well, I mean, I'd love to say that I'd be the guy to bring back rock, but I don't think that's going to happen like right away. But rock and roll, I think the magic of, you know, being able to go to the record store and picking out an album that looks cool, or checking out CDs that look cool, and hey, let me try this out. I mean, I think now the search for music is a lot different. I think rock radio has a lot to do with what's happening with rock and roll right now. You know, back in the day, we had rock radio everywhere. You know, in Chicago we had it. You know, and it's really hard to find these days. At least in Chicago, it is. We have Rebel Radio, which is a great rock and roll heavy metal station. We have 97.1. It's a classic rock station. But, we have Q101. They play a lot of alternative, a lot of stuff, but I think it's just missing, It's like nobody's promoting it like it used to be back in the day.
Yeah. Yes.
Excuse me, I got this cough going on.
No, you're good, baby. You're
It's that time. It's that time of the year.
So, do you think that this new project is a continuation of your legacy or a complete reintervention?
I think it's a continuation of what I want to do and what I love to do. I think it's going to be something that I'm going to keep doing for a while, and where it goes, it goes. I'm just happy to be able to do it, and that's what makes me happy. That's what keeps me going, and it's therapeutic for me right now. Playing the guitar. I'm glad to be playing the guitar again. I got some new projects coming up pretty soon. I'm playing on other people's stuff, and I was talking to Martin Atkins the other day about maybe doing some new music, So all kinds of little things are popping up. I'm excited. I'm happy to be playing again. I've been playing my guitar more than I ever have, trying to keep up with some of the great guitar players that are out there.
Yes. Well, you have got a lot of things going on, but let's kind of look forward here with everything. So, how has the response been so far from the fans and industry peers on the new project?
It's been really great. People have been accepting what I'm doing. I've been getting a lot of great feedback. Working with Metal Maria again was great. Working with skateboard marketing again with Muncie, that's been awesome. I've been getting a lot of good responses. I've been getting a little radio play on the East Coast, a little bit in Texas, a little bit in Cali. Rebel Radio's been playing my stuff. I can't complain because it's been good, and I think it's going to get better. And the more I do it, the better it's going to get. I just got to keep pushing it and keep putting the music out there and let it do what it does,
That's awesome. So are there plans for a full length or an EP following the People Versus?
Actually, People Versus will be part of a full length. I already have 4 songs out there, and I'm going to release 6 more, and I'm going to put them into an album package, and release some vinyl, and it'll be a full length. And that's kind of the plan of attack for that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So will we be seeing you take this new sound to the stage soon, or you have any live performances or tours on the horizon?
Not
you
right
seem
now.
to be a busy bee. Fuck, if you're going to be doing the Packers Pyro tomorrow on Monday night, I don't know if you're going to be doing too many tours, baby.
No, I do plan on it. I'm getting ready to do some shows. Like I said, doing some shows with M.O.D, and I'm talking to the guys about taking this out onto the streets. So we'll see what happens, and I'm taking it one day at a time right now, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what kind of energy do you want people to feel when they hear this new music live?
I just want them to, take it in and enjoy it. I mean, hoping that they, I get people send me messages saying, "Wow, I really love this tune." I listen to it, like my one song, "Waiting for the Sun." I have people that listen to it and say it's my alarm clock, and things like that make me want to just keep doing music, So, it's just a matter of just me keeping it out there and hoping that people keep liking what they're hearing.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. So finally, if you could describe this new collection of music that you've got, the mission of this music, what would that be?
Well, to get a new sound out there, get new music out there, um, you know, make people happy, make them feel good, keep the fans interested, get new fans, inspire new fans, all those things. That's what I would hope it would be doing as it's out there for other people. That's, if there's a little message in the music, maybe they like the message, maybe they don't. Sometimes I get a little feedback. That song is this, that song is that. But hey, man, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. If you like it,
If
listen
you
to it.
don't
It's
like
just
it,
not.
don't listen to it.
I mean,
There
that's just the
it
way it
is.
goes. That's just the way it goes, man. And I love what I'm doing, and I think, other people love what I'm doing too. And I'm blessed to be able to do what I do.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, you have got quite the music here. You should really be congratulated on this whole thing, and thanks for
Appreciate it.
making as much time as you did for us today.
And
This has been fun, my friend.
I appreciate you bringing me on the show. And sorry we're doing an interview in the car, but
No, no.
I got to do what I got to do.
I interviewed a guy. I interviewed a band the other day that their bus had broken down, and so they were doing the rest of their tour by train.
Wow. I
So
love it.
I
I love it.
I will interview anybody, anywhere, anytime about anything. So I
Right
am
on, man.
good, baby. Well, I really appreciate you making time and chatting with us, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you, sir.
All right, man. Take care, brother. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man. There he goes. And we are going to do this. We are going to go to the track. We are going to play the people versus here on your big, big front.